What's up, weebs? Welcome back to Anime Lane. I'm rolling Notorious, showing me once again today, Shaun.
We're at the end of a recording block.
Can I just make snoring noises at this point?
Melina, sure, go ahead.
That's your introduction. Go right ahead. Do what you want.
That's it. That's all you're getting.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Honk shoe asleep on that.
Honk shoe.
I'm going to kill you. When this is done, I'm going to
started.
kill you. And then kill you again.
I feel like I'm in a liminal space.
Oh,
You are.
You are.
Wow.
So as you probably guessed by the thumbnail title, everything about the upload, we're doing it again.
Guess who's back?
We're
Back
reading Reddit
again.
stories.
Reddit's back. Tell a friend.
We're out of ideas.
We're so sorry.
Look.
And we're so tired.
Yeah.
We're really sorry. We promise it'll be better next time.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to make a promise.
I'm making that promise, and if it isn't
you have
better,
to
you can
carry
on.
personally blame me at Blue Moon Mood, Blue Sky.
bluemoonmood.bsky.social.
Yeah, and if you see me in the comment, I'll put a comment under this video that
Yeah.
also says I'm so sorry.
Don't at me, but I am rebelnotorious.animelane.net.
I was gonna direct them all to you anyway.
Yeah. Wow.
Cool.
Anyway, so we're starting today with there's no overarching theme. I just want to put that like up front. We've done like best Reddit updates. We've done am I the asshole? You know.
Yeah.
We're just fucking
Not
pulling.
even here.
We're
We're
just
not even
reading-
doing that here.
No.
Reading some things.
So this first one comes from r/no stupid questions, and it's titled, "I was just called cunty by a Gen Z girl. Was I insulted or complimented?"
That's the greatest insult one can
Yeah.
get.
God, I love that we're starting on this one.
So they said, a girl at the gym told me I was looking cunty on the way out today. She said it with a smile, like it was nice. Help me, I'm 38. I genuinely don't know the answer. Edit, I'm a 38-year-old man. I was wearing jeans and a tank top, undershirt, and some loafers.
Oh. It's giving cunt.
Yeah, is that cunty?
Top comment, Urban Dictionary says it's a good thing. Kids say crazy things with a K. Next one, definitely a compliment.
Yeah, like, just imagine you're just like, just had a workout, you're walking out, and this girl's like, ooh, cunty.
And you're 38, like,
I'm,
you have no concept of
pushing
Gen
40.
Z language.
if I was him and I had heard that, like, I feel like my instinct would have been, with that tone, either A, compliment, B, being made fun of somehow,
Yeah.
and I don't know how, so I'm just gonna take it as a compliment.
Yeah, like, it's so much about delivery as well.
Yeah.
Because, like, we've reclaimed cunt as a word.
Yeah.
You know, you're serving cunt. It's
Yeah.
a good
Yeah.
thing. So someone being cunty is the same. But, you know, if you call someone a cunt,
Yes.
Yeah.
negative.
Well, unless you're in Scotland.
Yeah, then you're just pals.
It's 50-50.
Yeah.
50-50 depends.
Yeah.
Fair. So, yeah, I think cunty is always good. Cunt,
Yeah, you take the Y off and it's a different
Yeah.
ball game altogether.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. If you're serving it, it's fine.
If you're serving, it's fine.
Yes.
If it's just the word on its own,
Yeah.
where are you?
If you're being served, cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have. So, yeah, 38-year-old man. Biggest compliment you can get from a Gen Z
Yeah.
Looking
nowadays.
pretty cunty.
One of the highlighted comments is, this entire thread has made me realise it's time for me to just go stand next to an open grave and wait it out.
I mean, there's
I have to be
times-
honest, I'm only 27 and real. Like, I can't keep up.
No.
I legitimately can't keep up. Like, by definition, I'm technically also Gen Z. Because the cutoff is 96 for millennial.
It does
I
depend.
was born in-
I'd say you are like one of the oldest, like Gen Z.
Yeah,
But that's
like,
also because I am definitely Gen Z. and
Yeah.
it feels weird to say we're two different generations.
I'm 97, so like, there is more.
You're 97?
I'm gonna kill you. I'm actually gonna end your life. I was born in 1997. So like for me, there's like more millennialism, I think.
Yeah. You
within-
grew up with the millennials.
Yeah. And then suddenly, I grew up being called a millennial, and then suddenly now everyone's calling me a Gen Z, and I'm like, which one is it?
It's very dependent on like, just around like what you were born around as
Yeah.
well. Because like obviously, Scottish, I feel like having like generations is less of an important thing than that Americans seem to make it out to be.
I think now
There is definitely like a gap, but
yeah, I think it's becoming more prevalent now because social media and like cell phones and just the overall like exposure to all of that stuff way earlier in life. Like I literally couldn't have social media at the age of 5 because it wasn't around. I only got access to it in 2010 when I would have been 13 roughly. Maybe it would have been about 2009, I'm not sure. And that was Twitter, and that was early Twitter. We still didn't really have smartphones. They were a thing, they were super expensive, and considering the area I live in, not many people had them.
no.
You could only access Twitter by scrolling on an actual browser on a laptop or a desktop. If you wanted to tweet and you didn't have a smartphone, you could text in.
That fucking text thing.
Yeah.
I remember trying to use that and it just being so buggy.
That was my principal usage of Twitter back in the early days. And you could get like people's tweets text to you as well.
Oh my god.
It's like now it took them a long time to add it into the app, but like you can obviously get notifications for tweets from certain accounts, and you could do the same thing on the SMS thing. You could DM people. It was fully functional. Wasn't great. So like that was my experience of social media at 13. I cannot imagine having TikTok
No.
at that age and younger.
Yeah, no, knowing that like 10-year-olds are on TikTok and like unrestricted access scares me.
Yeah.
Because like there's stuff on there you shouldn't see at that age, and like as much as I'm against like, you know, policing your children too much, you should know what your very young child is looking at. And
some
all
sort
that.
of parental guidance is like a thing you gotta do. But
Absolutely.
it's trying to, you know, just not becoming a helicopter parent.
Yeah. God.
Like parental guidance, and also as scary as it sounds, parental control. These things exist for a reason. You don't need to be super restrictive of it.
No.
But you can at least set limitations either within the app itself or within the OS of the phone or whatever device it is they're using.
Set a rule that they can't go on social media after like a certain hour or whatever.
Or they only have so much usage of it within a day or whatever. Or you just kind of keep tabs on what is being served to them. Because I remember seeing like this thing on a Channel 4 documentary or something like that where the presenters got like a fresh phone and they set up the account as like a 13-year-old. Obviously that's like the minimum age these apps allow. And they said, oh, you know, we just scrolled through it for a couple hours just to see what we get served eventually through the algorithm. And like at hour 4 they got like a 911 call of like a husband killing the wife and the daughter calling in, and I'm like, okay, I understand what you're trying to achieve here. However, you are 40-year-old people. You cannot engage with TikTok in the way that a 13-year-old would.
Yeah, just intrinsically, you're not going to be clicking on the same stuff that they're probably going to be clicking on.
You're not going to be stopping on the videos they would be stopping on. You're not going to be swiping away from the videos they're going to be swiping on.
You're not closing the app the same. All that.
You're going to be engaging with it almost in a way to actually cause that content to be served to you.
Absolutely.
But that's the problem with like specifically TikTok, social media, is that to experiment and see what results you're going to get, you almost determine the results you're going to get, because you're going to get the bad stuff served to you because you're going to kind of actively be seeking that out subconsciously, and that's how the TikTok algorithm works.
I don't being a kid in this age must be like fun when you're a kid. Terrifying for us to like.
And like in hindsight, it's got to be like, oh, that's kind of fucked. Because I have like a sort of relationship with social media where like I wasn't on Twitter. I did have a Twitter account when I set up when I was like 12, but like it was that thing where like my family were already on Twitter, so the moment I signed up, like all of them immediately followed me, and I knew it. Like at that moment, I can't do anything with this account because I don't want my family seeing the shit that I like my interest. I was still me. I was still a gamer. I was still like.
Yeah, because as a teenager, that's the worst thing.
Yeah.
Your parents can relate to you. You're like, ugh.
Yeah, and when I'm 12, I wanted to watch like, you know, you want to watch more like adult stuff. You want to like focus on that stuff. You don't want your fucking older cousins even or like any of your family members that still see you as the baby.
Yeah.
To know you're even anywhere near that. So I didn't touch my Twitter account. I didn't use Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, I've still never used Twitter just because of that, because I was too easy to find for people who were going to use it. But like none of them were on YouTube. Like they watched YouTube as like the video site, but they didn't actually were on YouTube. So that was the place where I was sort of escaping it. And when I started going online and on YouTube, I was 10.
Same
10, maybe even 9.
Yeah.
And like I was finding stuff very quickly that I knew I shouldn't have. Like
late at night, they're just feeding you shit.
Not even just late at night. I'd go on like my laptop, like my granddad's laptop, because he would just give it to me because I was using it more than him. And like I would go on YouTube, and as a 10-year-old, I'd find Angry Video Game Nerd and like Nostalgia Critic and stuff, and just stuff that's pretty tame now compared to what kids are watching. But like not long afterwards, the creepypasta stuff, those 911 calls that would get put up, all of that stuff would be on YouTube as well.
But I would say that
it's not the same. It's not the same as TikTok now.
Yeah, I would say like the stuff that we were able to find aside from certain websites that
like I didn't go on Live Leak or anything, but you'd see the Live Leak logo in like some videos.
Yeah. But the thing with like early YouTube and like Nostalgia Critic, Angry Video Game Nerd, the 911 calls and stuff like that is like it's no different to some of the stuff you'd find on like late night television.
Yeah.
And like some of the stuff that we had unrestricted access to as kids watching satellite TV or cable or whatever.
The thing is, not long after that, I'd also find videos talking about like 4chan and stuff. And like gaming culture has always been kind of shit. But like especially gamer culture, when it was just the hype millennial gamer culture, when it was just, you know, not older guys, but you know, like that kind of space. It was very sexist. Like even just casually, and like a lot of dirtbags there. So and like that was an area I sort of like went around in, and like looking back, I was like, I really don't like that I was just around those spaces as like a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, because like thankfully I didn't absorb all that stuff. I knew when wrong stuff was wrong, but like one, not every kid is gonna think that, and two, there was still some casual stuff that I would have gotten like subliminally that I had to unlearn. Like as I was further in my teenage years, that I was like, oh, that's fucked up. That I had that in my head.
Yeah.
So I have like a sort of not to the same scale, but like a similar sort of familiarity with that kind of stuff. Where like, I if I had a kid, I would absolutely be on like a parental guidance or like keep an eye on them, because I know what those like what that stuff can lead to.
This is a deep I don't know how to move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
So do you think we served cunt in that section?
Oh,
leave a like.
Oh god.
Okay. Next one is from r/true off my chest. My cat keeps smelling my butt, and I'm over it.
Like it has to get to a point where you're like, stop it.
Yeah. So this one's marked with NSFW.
Oh.
So,
does he not wipe his fucking ass?
Well, we'll find out, I guess.
God.
I recently took a stray cat that kept visiting us, so it doesn't mention age or gender or whatever, which is like kind of am I the asshole and stuff like that starts off with. So we're not sure yet. And it's been a wild ride. Recently, she seems fond of sniffing my butt. Wow, we're just getting right into it. Huh? I wouldn't mind if it was occasional or if it was a small sniff.
It's a full.
But this little shit puts her entire head up my butt. What do you mean? What do you mean?
How does it even reach?
Yeah, like, are you squatting all the time? Like,
Yeah.
what
Are you
doing?
laying on your stomach and it's just face plants between cheeks?
Yeah.
That would make me feel so insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even more recently, she started pawing at my butt. So now my butt is covered in scratches and teeth marks. Bro, what? What?
Jesus Christ.
I hope whoever reads this never has to experience the sharp pain of a cat biting or clawing your butt at 5 a.m. 2 hours before breakfast.
Jeez.
Edit. My cat just snuck into my room while I was in the bathroom. She tried to bite me again, and I got scared. I got so scared that I launched her into my wall.
Holy fuck.
What the fuck?
She's currently eating a churro, and she seems fine. We'll update after my gyno visit. So this is a woman.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Most likely.
I don't even...
Jesus fuck.
What? This is from 10 days ago.
Oh my god.
Oh, cool. This is up to date.
Oh my god. So...
Any advice in the comments?
The top comment, which is a little confusing because I don't have the context of the rest of them.
Yeah.
Hey, how do you even approach a doctor about this? Hey, my cat keeps smelling my ass, and Reddit thinks I could be dying.
Oh.
Is that a thing? It's like, my cat keeps
Oh.
sniffing my ass. Everyone's like, death is coming.
Death.
Yep.
So a response to that is no need to mention the cat. Quote, Doc, I'd like to get screened for colon cancer, please, or at least have a rectal exam.
Yeah, that's
So
not
people
something
are
you wanna
immediately
do.
jumping to
Yeah.
Worst
colon-
case scenario.
yeah.
I mean, that's to me, that's not something you're like, yeah, I guess I go do that. I think you
Yeah.
need to have serious concern
Uh-huh.
before
Yeah.
you commit to that. God.
Another response says, my cat made me realize I had sleep apnea because she started aggressively waking me up in the middle of the night, yelling, biting, smacking at my face. She'd do it until I sat up in bed. Then she would curl up in front of my face after I laid back down so she could feel my breathing. She normally hates people breathing on her, so this was what made me realize I wasn't breathing right in my sleep. I would get checked out just in case your cat is trying to tell you something. It could just be a weird case. It could just be a case of weird cat behavior, but it could also be a case of smart cat behavior.
So the cat's just doing it's like inspection. It's just like, smells like bad shit in here. Gotta check it out, man.
Like, the thing is, it's a stray.
Yeah.
So it's not like this cat knows you.
Yeah.
It's just, cat came in and was like, what the fuck is this smell? What the fuck is this smell?
Who's fucking up here?
Have you washed your ass today?
Like, there's probably some scientific thing.
Yeah.
Or the cat's just an arsehole.
Yeah, is a male cat.
Because it says, like, there's another response here that says, visit your doctor. My cat wouldn't stop needing my kidney. I had kidney cancer.
Yeah.
I had a nephrectomy, and she doesn't do it anymore.
No, yeah,
So-
you hear about cats and like, when people get pregnant, like, oh, the cat reacts to it. It's like they're acting different around me, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, if if you believe your cat is not just a weird little idiot,
Yeah.
maybe get checked out.
One response quotes that, I wouldn't mind if it was occasional or if it was small sniff, but this little shit puts her entire head up my butt. The response is, that caught me off guard. OP responds, me too.
How do you think I feel?
Imagine my ass. Also, is this person clothed?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I hope so.
Like,
They're just laying in bed naked and this cat
yeah.
comes up and like, Jesus
Christ.
That's
there's no updates.
get checked, why not?
Yeah,
Oh.
get checked, please.
There's a picture of the cat from a different subreddit.
Oh.
It says, meet Penny, my butt sniffer.
That looks like a
Yeah,
butt
That
sniffer.
looks like a
alright.
butt sniffer.
Beautiful little butt sniffer.
Yeah.
I wonder if this episode's gonna have that picture pop up.
That picture
Nope.
has is from r/what's wrong with your cat.
Wow.
Well, there we
They
go.
pose the same question.
Yeah.
Please, anyone.
Yeah.
That's I like. Part of me hopes, for the health of this person, it's just a stupid cat.
Okay, so hold on. I just looked at the actual post that this picture's
Yeah.
from r/what's wrong with my cat. And the caption is, does anyone else's cat sniff their butt? I could understand if I had another cat, but she's my only one. She keeps sniffing my butt and my privates.
Oh.
So there's an extra concern.
Yeah, that is an
Yeah.
Because it might not be the butt that's the issue.
Yeah.
Could be,
Maybe see your
Go
gyno.
ahead. Try to find a term.
No, go maybe
the vagina, like the medically
I was just gonna
accurate
say
term.
go and see your gyno.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So I
maybe
guess-
that's why they're going to
Yeah,
the gyno.
maybe
Yeah, that
that's
makes
why they're going
sense.
to the gyno.
I'm sorry. Imagine you're a gyno. It's like, any other concerns?
Yeah, my cat's
Well, my cat keeps
sniffing my
sniffing
vag.
this shit. What's happening?
Yeah. It's like, do you have cats? yeah. I was like, and do they sniff?
Is that a concern? Should I be concerned?
I mean, I hope this person finds all the answers they need.
Same.
Same.
I want an update.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll get.
I want an update that just says nothing wrong. The cat just stopped. It was just being a brat.
It realized how much I hated it, and therefore it continued. God.
Because pets can just be weird.
Yeah, no, some pets just have weird quirks.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've sent you pictures of my dog.
Yes.
Where like,
He just
This-
stares at the wall.
this one time I found it again. That picture where it's just like, I had him alone for like about a weekend because like my mum and our partner were just gone for like a holiday, and like so I had him and like we just come back from a walk. I was tired because it was a later night one, like around 7ish. And I just came back and I sat on the couch and then I just see him in the corner of my eye, like next to the front door, and he's just staring into the wall for like a good 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Just staring at it intensely. Not the door, the wall.
Yeah.
And then he just came back and everything was fine.
There's something up in the wall, my guy.
Well, he wasn't looking up the wall or anything. He was just staring specifically at the wall and just wouldn't move.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then now every time I get out of my room, Liffy's like sitting on like my parents' bed, because like my parents' room and my room are like next to each other,
Mhm.
like just right in front of each other. If he hears me coming out, he will just leap off and like towards me.
but that's
off the bed
normal.
towards you, not
Yeah.
off the bed and then comes down towards you. He's like,
Yeah, leaps towards me.
Oh, that's just because he loves you.
It's a fucking jump scare every time. Because every time it happens like the millisecond I open the door, like he's waiting.
Yakuza boss battle intro.
Yeah.
Stan the dog.
You see, it was cute the first 5 times, but after like the 20th time that week, I'm like, would you just fucking leave me alone? You're not getting a walk from me.
Which one's pets?
Our collab is done. It's over. Go home. Go to your dad.
So, next story. This one comes from r/am I the asshole, or specifically r/AITHAH, which is a different subreddit from Am I the Asshole.
Why are there so many?
Because this one has different rules. r/am I the asshole has like really specific rules, and so there's a couple of splinter ones that have less rules.
Yeah.
It also doesn't have like the tags, so like, or is it flares? Like, so once the vote's been
it's
taken
flared.
and there's a kind of decision made on if they are the asshole, it gets like the
Oh,
not the
yeah,
asshole
yeah,
yeah.
flare.
The community flare, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think this one has that, whereas Am I the
yeah, that
Asshole
makes sense.
does have
Alright.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this one comes from r/am I the asshole, the one with the H at the end. It'll be in all the links to this shit will be in the description, so you know if you want to read it.
Or will they?
They will. I do actually like these.
Have you not watched our previous Red episodes?
I don't know, sometimes you slip.
No, I've literally listed all of them.
Keep an eye on you.
So, am I the asshole for being angry that my roommate was sleeping under my bed for months without telling me?
No.
Off
No.
the title? No.
I, 24 male, have lived with my roommate Carl, 24 male also, for 2 years.
Okay, they're both men.
They're both men.
That's a good start.
Men. A few months into rooming with him, don't call it that,
No.
with him, he told me he was a pansexual.
Okay.
He's
Why-
not a pansexual, he's just pansexual.
He's one of them queers.
He's one of them pens.
He said he was pansexual.
What does that have to do with sleeping under the bed?
I said, okay, cool.
Whatever.
What's the point? I am not interested in that personal information, nor am I judgmental. By saying that.
Yeah. Okay.
Nor am I judgmental. I said, all right, you don't need to double down.
No, say like, I was okay, thanks, I guess.
We are 3 lines in, and I'm already concerned about you, the poster, and not your friend Carl.
Just go.
We're sleeping on your bed.
It's just go, he's pan, I ain't.
Yeah.
A few times over the last year, he had asked me if I had ever considered experimenting, quote unquote, with other men. Okay, now I'm a little concerned.
Yeah.
I said nope. Also, I said I didn't feel comfortable with him asking such a personal question.
It's fine to ask,
yeah.
But if you pry...
If you ask more than once...
Or you go, but why?
Yeah, and also,
but why?
It does.
But why?
It does.
But why?
It does depend on the tone.
Why not with me?
Because there's like a genuine like asking and like a sort of like...
Yeah, there's a difference between
like not even teasing, just a sort of, well, maybe
prying.
you should try, you know, maybe you just
haven't
had
you just
good,
don't
you know.
You just don't know.
There's a difference.
Maybe you
between,
just haven't had good, you know.
Yeah, there's difference between like hanging out with your friends and going, you ever thought about that?
Yeah.
And like sitting at the breakfast table eating your cornflakes, and the guy goes, so
Wiener.
you ever had it off the bum?
Yeah, again, if you want to ask your roommate that,
Go ahead.
Alright, if you've got that kind of relationship where you're just able to ask that.
I mean, I don't think they do.
No.
I'm getting strong vibes from poster
one
here.
Does,
yeah.
but
Yes.
the other does not.
Yeah. Also, I said I didn't feel comfortable with him asking me such a personal question. Mm-hmm. It's not like we're close friends. We're only roommates by happenstance, basically. Anyway, every time I said this, he basically says, "We'll see."
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
I was
your
like,
red flag.
"What? We
Yeah.
don't need these." Anyway. Anyways, you've done anyways twice in a row. I'm not. Last night, I had a horrifying experience. I heard a noise under my bed. It was movement. At first, I thought I was imagining things, but then I heard it again. I thought, oh god, is it a mouse or a rat or some shit?
Yeah,
my
that would
god.
be my first thought. I was
Yeah.
like, there's a fucking mouse. Oh my god.
This was like 3 a.m.
Fucking hell.
So I got out of bed and look under with my phone flashlight. I'd be out of the room.
Yeah.
Now this here was the most startling moment of my life. I guess I'm lucky because I've never before this moment felt true terror and fear as a physical sensation. But I was completely jolted. What kind of life has this 24-year-old been living that he's never felt like true, like physical fear?
I feel like they're probably over exaggerating a little bit.
Yeah. There under my bed was my roommate staring wide-eyed at me, and he screeched when I looked under the bed. I literally thought I was having a heart attack. I then just started hearing, sorry.
What do you mean sorry?
Oh my god,
This ain't shit you could say sorry for.
My roommate crawled out from under the bed, crying, apologizing over and over again. I was so creeped out and afraid that I ran out of the apartment in my pajamas.
Yeah.
Fucking fair, yeah.
There was a Dunkin' Donuts that was open 24/7 a few blocks away, so I just sat in there with a decaf and a breakfast sandwich with my heart thundering away. I didn't need to know what your order was.
No, I do. I need to know. This paints the picture. You're a Dunkin' worker. You're miserable. It's 3 a.m. This guy rocks up, pajamas, looks terrified.
The average Dunkin' experience.
I had a decaf cappuccino and did you start breakfast already?
Yeah, 3 a.m. You're getting a breakfast sandwich? What the fuck?
Oh, I wouldn't want to eat a donut.
I would. Anyway, my roommate kept texting me asking to talk. I ignored it. In the texts, he found a way to horrify me even further.
How the fuck?
Oh.
Oh god, okay.
I've been doing this for months and you never noticed. What's the big deal?
He confessed he had been sleeping under my bed a few nights a week for 3 or 4 months.
Hey, you're right.
And that he was doing it to get closer to me and physically saturate each other.
What the fuck?
I don't think that's how it works.
No.
Oh my guy.
That's,
Creepy.
yeah.
Move out immediately.
I waited for him to go to work, and I ran into the apartment, got my essentials, and left.
Fair.
Yeah. I am currently crashing with a buddy. Our lease is up in 1 month. My intention is simply to not renew.
Yeah.
They're just blowing up my phone, and I am getting texts from other people, some friends of mine, and some bozos who are friends with him. He is going around telling people I shamed him, and that I am rejecting his apologies. Some people are claiming I am overreacting and validating his feelings. Most people agree he was improper.
Improper.
Yeah.
We're suddenly in fucking Victorian England. Okay.
It is not proper for one to lay under another's
It is most
bed.
rude of you.
And you screeched at me.
But think I should work it out with him and give a second chance because he's sensitive. What the fuck?
No.
I feel like I'm losing my mind, and I'm seriously 20% convinced I'm experiencing a long lucid dream or some sort, and wondering if I am going to wake up or I am in a coma or something, because this shit is so insane to me. Like, no, really, but maybe really. I mean, what the fuck? So am I the asshole, or is everyone around me fucking me a fucking nut? What the fuck? Most the top voted comment: dude is not mentally stable, and you need to get out of there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds like he'd end up wearing your skin or some shit to physically saturate with you. Edit: this has become the most upvoted comment ever, or my most upvoted comment ever.
There's the Reddit award speech.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Man, what the fuck?
Oh, like,
Well, I'm horrified.
yeah. I will be checking under my bed too.
Man, we're all just going to be lying under there.
It's so dusty under my bed.
I just think the dust got there.
Yeah, no, look, that's what I'm thinking. Under your bed is not a clean space in your house. Even if you're a clean freak, it's still going to be slightly dusty and all that.
Yeah.
So for someone to be like,
I mean, to get under my bed, you need to actually lift it up.
Yeah.
Like, I've got one of those storage beds.
Exactly. I'm assuming
You're not getting under there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
exactly.
You can't get under my bed. It's just like a flat mattress.
Yeah.
Well, not like a flat mattress. But
Mattress on the floor.
yeah.
Damn, bitch, you live like this.
I live like this. No, it's like a. There's no under the bed.
Yeah.
Basically, is what I'm saying.
God, no, this person is just insane. It has nothing to do with their sexuality.
No.
They're just
That
insane.
was so
They're just
irrelevant.
fucking nuts.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know if this is a pansexual thing. Look,
From the pan people I've talked with, no, it ain't.
No.
or like, oh, you guys don't do that? What?
That's fucked up.
What?
Another one of the top comments: yes, you did shame him. Yes, you reject his apologies. Why? Because he fucking he crossed so many boundaries of common decency,
Yeah.
privacy,
You should do
and
it
basic
again.
human respect. This is the behaviour of a predator, a stalker would do.
Yes.
Whatever trust you had with Carl has been broken, shattered into 1,000 pieces. Not the asshole. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, like, how can you spin this? Like,
Yeah. What
from
did he tell
Carl?
his friends?
I
Either
was
straight
just-
up lies or like.
He's like totally into me, but he like can't admit that he's totally not straight. Because
Yeah.
I can tell. Trust me, I can tell.
I mean, if he's unhinged enough to like go under the bed and do that, I feel like he's unhinged enough to just straight up lie.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we're friends. If I suddenly pulled out something, like, do you guys think it was wrong for me to like lay under the bed of this friend I have because I think they're secretly into me,
Yeah.
and I want to foster a physical saturation with them?
What does that even mean? Like, what does it mean physically saturate
From
with
what
them?
I'm getting, it's just like basking in their aura.
Yeah.
From like that level of shit.
He wants a good whiff.
Yeah, that's basically it. It's that.
Put their head up your butt. Like, how can you do that like a normal person? Hey, roomie, want to have a movie night?
Yeah.
You sit on the opposite ends of a couch.
Yes.
That's equally close.
Yeah.
Yes.
And not
Yeah.
fucking creepy.
So I say, if you came to us like with anything like that anyway, we've called you out for less.
Yes. Exactly. No, those people that are just agreeing with you are not your friends.
No.
Yeah.
God.
Or again, they've been lied to.
Yeah. Exactly.
I will say, OP is getting defensive in the comments.
Oh.
A lot of people saying that they don't believe it, and like one of them saying that some of the wording is concerning towards like
Yeah.
how they feel towards like LGBT people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're pretty defensive, so I'm like...
I think they're just a bit too straight, you know what I mean? Where they're like...
Yeah, like uncomfortably straight. Yeah, not comfortable
Yeah.
enough with their own sexuality type thing, yeah.
A whole, like, you know, I'm totally straight, completely straight. That's me, straight.
Yeah.
Nothing LGB about me at all.
No LGB in me.
No, LGB or T. Nope.
Anyway, that was insane.
Yeah.
There's no update. That's
No, I
just...
think- Because it is, of course, it is also possible that this guy is lying.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're just gonna not even think about it.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of always have to take, like, a Reddit story with a pinch of
course.
salt.
Absolutely. You've always got to keep it in mind it could be fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even had that little bit of like a thought while you were reading that, and I was like, it could be, but like,
What's
how
the
am I
fun
s-
in that?
You can't, I
Yeah.
can't prove it isn't real.
And, like,
Yeah.
if we're doing stuff like this, like, there's no conversation to be had if we
No.
don't take it at face value. Like, it's not being gullible to, like, accept that as some form of reality to then discuss it.
Exactly.
Because someone's probably experienced this.
Yeah, like this sounds
I
like
hope
something.
not.
Yeah, I'd hope not. But like, this sounds like it could be something that's
Yeah.
happened to someone.
Yeah, for sure.
And if it has, get the fuck out
Get
of
out.
there.
Yeah, fuck out. Oh, no.
Oh god, okay. So this next one is from Best of Redditor Updates.
Oh, no.
Am I the asshole for leaving my partner and refusing to be involved in any way, shape, or form after they stopped taking the pill and pierced our condoms to have a child?
Yeah, no, you should leave. Them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a breakup
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
because that's fucked up.
Yeah. So this is from the first post is from August 18th, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And it says that the first few updates were within the original post. So
Oh, okay.
right, so original. My partner had been on the pill throughout our relationship, and we've been in a bit of a battle these past few weeks over having a child. I categorically said that I don't want them and started using condoms for double protection. I mean, you kind of should have been doing that anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think it depends as well how long you're in a relationship for and all stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
All that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You talk about the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Communicate.
Yes.
It's the key, people.
Yeah. This morning, she told me that she's pregnant, and I asked how this could happen when we'd been so careful. She admitted to coming off the pill and piercing through the condoms that we have stored.
So fucked up.
I said that I don't want this, and I am not up for marrying in a relationship based on lies. She keeps saying it. She says she's keeping it. Sorry. Okay. And has already told her friends, as according to her, she'd done the test 8 weeks ago and was keeping it quiet in the hopes that I'd change my mind.
What the fuck?
I have no idea what to do here. Help. I am in England and I am 29.
Oh.
Well, at least you're not in the States.
Yeah.
Yes.
Though if she wants to keep it, there's actually nothing really that you can do except
yeah.
leave. Yeah,
Yeah.
like... You can't force her to have an abortion. If she wants to have that kid, she has
She can
that
have
kid.
that
Yeah,
kid.
exactly.
But you do not...
That's her body at the end of the
Yeah.
day, but...
You also have agency to say, I didn't consent to making
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
child, so I am not going to be present. That is probably one of the few circumstances where walking out on someone who's pregnant is okay.
it's
There's a
fine.
part of me that still says poor kid, but like...
Oh,
No, absolutely.
yes,
It's not the kid's fault.
No.
No, it's not the child's fault. It is very unfortunate for them, and I really feel for them having to grow up with a mother like that.
Yeah.
Because if that's what they're
yeah.
like when it comes to having a kid, how are they actually going to take care of the kid?
Yeah.
No, because the thing is, he was lied to
Yeah.
from two perspectives, basically. Like, she was like, I am on the pill. We are also taking the second precaution, which I am providing as
It's
well.
psychotic
Yeah,
to pierce
you
the...
shouldn't have to have such, like, you should be able to trust your partner enough
Yeah.
that things like this
Yeah.
are a minimum of
Uh-huh.
truth. Like, if you have to start doubting that they mess with this important thing.
Yeah. He's going to have to, like, deal with that trust issue from
Oh
now
my
on.
god.
Like,
yeah.
anyone he meets, you know, he's going to be worried that that's going to happen again.
Any relationship he's going to be in.
Yeah.
Fucked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the first update... Firstly, thanks... Well, the obligatory shit. Yeah. Secondly, I want to get a few things straight as possible, as people seem to be struggling with the timelines. So my partner and I were due to get married in a few short weeks. Oh my god, okay. We have had many long and involved conversations during our relationship about us both wanting to remain a child-free family over the years that we have been together. Around 2 to 3 months ago, they started to appear to change their mind, which I feel insecure and unhappy about, as it's not something that I want from life, which is why I booked a vasectomy through the NHS. I cannot afford to go private as money is very tight. Again, another reason I do not want a child. Very valid. They've had the conversations about it. That's also then a breach of communication and a breach of trust, which is already a case when you're fucking 100%. Piercing condoms and coming off the pill. But like
to change your mind after even years of being like, let's be childless. Of course, it can happen. It can change your mind. It should be assumed you won't.
Yes. This is actually a strangely common thing in the reverse of this situation, and like Reddit stories I've read where like guys say they don't want kids, they then get married to a woman and are suddenly like talking about like the conservative ideal of a family and like this being a the partner being a stay-at-home mother, they're gonna have kids, they're gonna be this or they're gonna be that, and this is like the reverse of that. This is someone who probably said they didn't want to have kids just to be with this person, but actually did want kids. It's probably been like a long-term lie. Like this isn't something that happened in the last 2 or 3 months. Like they tried to seed that, thinking if we get married, then they'll change their mind. Yeah. So B, she admitted to tampering with condoms and said that she'd come off the pill several weeks ago. At that point, prior to her saying that kids might be an option for her, quote unquote might. We were still having sex, and I was under the impression that we were protected as she was on the pill. I have made no secret about how I do not want kids, and she's fully aware of my reasons behind that, which I do not have to share with strangers on the internet. There's an asterisk to that, and I'm actually wondering where the fuck the asterisk is for that. Is that just a typing mistake? There doesn't seem to be anything added onto that.
We'll see if we get there.
Yeah, we'll see if we get there. C, she has shown me a test and it confirms that she is pregnant. I have asked that she get an abortion. She has refused, and I feel trust has gone completely from our relationship. Fair enough. That's understandable.
Absolutely.
We are now in the process of cancelling the engagement, which she isn't happy with at all. And she has said that I'm ruining her life. No, bitch, you did that.
You did that when you pierced the fucking condom and stopped taking the pill without telling anyone. Or telling your partner.
Yeah. Now for those people telling me to go to therapy, man up, or that I'm lying, it's great that you disagree with me, but I'd never tell you to attend therapy if your worldview different to mine. That I should be at fault after my partner has lied to me, apparently for months, and that I'm a liar. Here's another few things for you. Oh my god. Now we're on a numbered list.
Yeah.
One.
Christ. I love a number.
1. No, I do not like kids and I don't like entitled parents. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I see it the same as disliking dogs, cats, or birds. That is my opinion, not for everyone, and not all people have to tolerate your madness.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
He's very anti-child.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Dude's been on r/child-free.
Yeah. Open brackets. My disinterest and lack of care towards them is one of the many, many block caps reasons why it would be idiotic for me to be your father. Close brackets. Number 2. Those calling bullshit on the 21 plus wedding venue thing are just what wedding venue thing?
I think there's
it's a stipulation of the venue we chose. So they're having a wedding where you need to be 21 plus.
Yeah. Okay. I believe that there are places.
That doesn't surprise me.
I mean, if he doesn't like kids.
Yeah.
Number 3, the plane thing happened several years ago.
What's the plane?
What plane thing? The smoking area fiasco occurred over a year ago.
This is a fucking smoking gun right here.
Oh my god. Colleagues bringing their newborns into work is a continued pain and just really gets my goat. Just like some people don't like Susan to eat her tuna mayo baguette. It shows a complete and utter lack of etiquette and thought by parents who are coming out in their droves to tell me how wrong I am about their decision. I love this guy. Like, he's just not taking prisoners. I wish they'd provided some context for the numbered list.
Yeah.
Because it just jumps to that update. There's no like comments or responses from him in between. And normally Best of Redditors updates does that sort of stuff. So unless there's like
The plane fiasco was years
Yeah.
ago.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't kill her.
What plane,
So-
my guy?
I've scrolled just a little bit past it to get to the relevant comments, so
Yeah.
hopefully this sheds some light. She and I agreed to no kids 8 years ago. She then lied about birth control and put holes in the condoms we used to have sex. How the fuck is that me causing a problem?
Yeah.
Um,
Valid.
How dare you not accept this against your wishes?
So then they say, I guess this is in response to someone, you sound like a delightful chap. So I guess it was an aggressive comment.
Yeah.
She was my partner, now she isn't. Also, dude, regardless of where we are in our relationship, there's always respect for the women, not girls, that I am with. I would not call my partner my girlfriend because I do not like the term.
Okay.
As I
Okay,
mentioned in my
weird,
post,
but
we had the
fine.
conversation 8 years ago, and I've mentioned in other posts asking for advice. We've always spoken about being child-free couple. My point, if you read it with your peepers focused on the words, is that she made the decision to go off birth control without telling me at some point. I don't know
Jesus.
when. OOP, I visited my GP for a referral 3 times, 24, 26 and 29. I assume that's for the vasectomy. Oh, he had to have a legal reason for needing one.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, it's
Wow.
even worse for women get under tube side, but even vasectomies, especially when you're like 20s, I think.
Yeah. He says the first 2 times I was denied due to my age, and indeed that I might change my mind. Average waiting time, they said, can be between 6 to 9 months, but I don't know if that's just a deterrent. Yeah, for men, as I was scheduled for my procedure 3 months after my approval, I am still going ahead with it.
I mean, with how against children he sounds, I think that's a good choice for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Update 2.
Oh boy.
The plaything years ago.
I did not steal that device.
I spoke to a lawyer earlier today who has advised me that we are not married, that I won't automatically be added to the birth certificate. Woohoo. My ex-partner can still claim that I am the biological father, but without my consent to a DNA test is unlikely to be able to prove it unless it is ordered by the court. But as I have been coerced into this, my lawyer thinks ex-partner and family will back down as I have evidence. Okay, right.
Exactly. Yeah.
The lawyer advised that I don't waive my parental rights yet, as it would indicate that I still believe the fetus could be mine.
Yeah.
So I just have to bide my time and leave the country till this all blows over. What?
Okay, that might be a bit much.
Yeah, exactly. That's a bit.
I
of an
think you can
overreaction.
go a few towns over. And
Yeah.
Right.
The lawyer also suggested that I go self-employed, but didn't divulge the specifics.
Work for me.
What? My ex-partner has admitted to coming off birth control and piercing condoms, which we've been over this.
Yeah. Like admitted in court.
As she knew I was due a vasectomy early next week, I thought I'd change my mind. She was refused to have an abortion, which is her right. She has refused to have an abortion, which is her right, and I've refused any involvement. Has anyone been through this before and managed not to pay out? I think I've got a pretty good case.
I agree.
Yeah. Update number 3.
I wonder if just like a random thought I have. I'm wondering if getting the vasectomy is what's like pushed her to.
Oh,
like, do
absolutely.
this.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's been her.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she realized she couldn't change his mind,
Yeah.
and that this would be an irreversible. Well, it's not an irreversible decision. You can reverse a vasectomy.
But like it's difficult from what I hear, or
No, because it's literally just snipping the tube and then you can reattach. The tube.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
Like,
Yeah.
there's a small percentage it doesn't work.
Yeah.
okay.
There's actually a small percentage that getting it in the first place does not stop
Yeah,
you from having
exactly.
kids.
Okay, yeah. I might have been confusing it with that. Okay, my bad.
It's not like he's having.
He's not getting them removed.
No.
Balls gone.
Flawless. What does that sound?
So yeah, just
Balls are
put
going
your
in the other
nuts.
Just gonna cut a small hole here and then.
That's what you're awake for. It.
Okay, I'm just gonna make the small little thing here.
We're medical professionals.
Yes, we are.
Update 3. My ex-partner is going to keep the baby. We knew that. You've established this.
We know. We are aware.
I love how supportive he is of abortion, but I think it's just because he hates kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wants me to be involved in her life, and she says she doesn't want me want to lose me over something like this.
Oh, just a small thing. I tricked a child out of you.
In brackets, a life-changing unwanted event? Yeah, sure. Haha.
Oh,
that's
silly.
That's hilarious, Jenny.
I have said that I will be having nothing to do with this mistake.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. You don't need to call the kid a fucking mistake, though. Christ.
I get you're upset.
Like, yeah, you've got a right to be pissed. But don't take it out on the fucking child here. No matter how much you fucking hate kids, they've got an innocence to them.
He's one step away from crotch goblin.
He's 2 steps away from blowing up an orphanage.
And that all responsibility now lies with her and her family, which, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
She has been blocked from using any form of mobile communication with me. You blocked her. Just say you blocked her.
Yeah.
And I have now been sent 3 letters by her to my parents' house. The last letter included a scan of the embryo and a note requesting that I submit a DNA sample.
No thanks.
The scan has confirmed that she is 13 to 14 weeks pregnant, which means that she kept this hidden for a good chunk of time.
Yeah.
She has said that she will not have an abortion as this is what she always wanted. There it is. I said it.
There you go. Yeah.
And that she will be taking me to court if I don't offer to help.
Okay. Good luck.
Oh my god.
Cool.
The more that time goes on, the more she makes this an awful situation, the more I hate her.
I mean,
valid, yeah.
Christ, yeah, I feel like this is a pretty good reason for your relationship to fucking deteriorate.
Yeah, you didn't need to say it in words. Your other words are already saying enough.
Yeah.
I refused the DNA test and sent her a screenshot. And sent her screenshots on my lawyer's advice of the conversation, where she admitted to coming off the pill and piercing condoms in an attempt to get pregnant.
Yeah, like, he has this in writing.
Yeah.
There's the evidence.
Yeah.
You ain't winning this.
She has now gone quiet until this morning.
Oh boy.
She is pursuing legal action against me, my family, and is looking for a private arrangement of child support. The amount she wants for this bag of cells.
What is
again? Pro-abortion.
Yeah,
and I love him for
that's
it.
That's cool.
But come on, my guy.
Fucking tone it down a little bit in just the rhetoric.
Is triple the recommended amount via the government.
Oh, yeah.
And is one of the reasons she is trying to get me to admit that it's my DNA in the embryo, so that can get, No, this actually doesn't make sense.
The sentence is stupid.
And is one of the reasons she's trying to get me to admit that it's my DNA in that embryo, so that can keep me.
Yeah, okay, that doesn't.
No,
she can keep
so
me.
that she can keep me, maybe.
Ish.
She can get to keep me.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Because keep me's in quotes. So I assume she's trying to keep him as in, the relationship type thing.
Yeah, I mean, you can't force like parental duties.
No.
You can force child support on someone in the right case.
Yes.
But you can't force
I don't think a judge
fair.
would rule in her favor in this circumstance.
No, 100%. But what is the judge going to do? You have to be together now.
Yeah. I have just lost.
You have to love each other.
I have just lost my job. I have no savings. This is going to ruin my life, and the only way out that I can think of is just to run off a cliff and hope for the best.
This is going to ruin the world tour.
This is going to ruin the world tour.
So we then have an update
Oh my God.
from October 16th, 2024. They've edited out the first half because it's just a rehash of the original post. So update 4. My ex's parents have now got involved and have lumbered me with a court-ordered DNA test, or the option to pay child support, and have no involvement. I have dug my heels in and said that everything she has done will constitute involvement from the police, and I'm trying to avoid legal battles as I have no money or means to support myself right now, let alone a child I never ever wanted.
Yeah.
My parents are now asking me to reconsider my position, and I want to scream every time they bring it up, as they're trying to find a positive, and have said it might be the best thing to ever happen to me, and it makes me physically sick every time I think about my life being ruined over someone else's deception. I cannot sleep, I cannot focus, I am scared. I have now had a vasectomy.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say the exact same thing. His parents are like, think of the positive. Like, if you want to be in that kid's life, feel free.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, he's not stopping you from doing that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead. He just wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
One of the comments here on the Best of Redditor updates pages What OOP's ex did is reproductive coercion, aka sexual assault in the UK.
Yes.
I hope he can pursue legal action, but I honestly don't have high hopes that he'll get the justice he deserves.
Because it's usually the other way around.
Yeah.
And the sad thing about the UK, a lot of those laws are written with the intent of just the other way around and not that thing. It's a sad state of affairs, sadly.
Yeah. That's...
Don't tell me that's it.
That's it.
That's... Jesus Christ. I feel so sorry for that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Part of me hopes she's lying.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, she sent
She's
a
got
scan.
scans and stuff, yeah. I mean, you can hope that the whole story is bullshit. But.
Yeah.
He sounds stupid enough that I'm... Like, stupid as... he sounds like he has a personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Personality. Like, again...
Not a great
love
one.
that he's pro-abortion. That's cool.
Love that about him.
That's a positive.
Great.
But like,
not like that.
Jesus Christ, he despise children.
Yeah.
Like at a certain point, it sounds like he's like a cartoon villain who drives past a school and goes meh.
Yeah, like I think parenthood is not something that happens to you. I think it's something you should kind of plan for.
Yeah, it's something you have
100%.
to actively choose.
Yes.
It's
like,
a responsibility.
100% accidents happen, and you have a choice what to do from then and there. But don't plan your life without consulting the other half.
Yeah. 100%.
Don't be fucking stupid.
No.
So, we're gonna end on a bit of a lighter one.
Yay,
I hope it's a lighter one
Better
anyway.
be.
And then they all killed themselves.
Update 4, Gura, my dog died. Let's go.
So this one comes from r/coworker stories. Titled, "Coworker I had to train meows at me and can't do the job."
I want to hear this.
Question. Is it a feline?
Before you assume anything, just know that my degree is in social justice.
Oh god, we're gonna get a whole bunch of furry haters in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
This girl gets hired and has 1 year to learn the job, technically.
Technically.
At first things are fine, but I quickly learn that she likes to meow to communicate and then suddenly forgets how to do the job every time we get an assigned task together.
I don't know how to do
boy.
it. It's weaponized.
Incompetence.
Yes, it is.
But with meow.
Meow ain't gonna help you here, fucker.
Our supervisors are at a loss because she performs the tasks fine in front of them, but with me, she stares at me like a deer in headlights. It's embarrassing, and I've had to take on the tasks, so we are not doing them for hours on end. It gets to the point that I've been called into my boss's office 3 times now for having a difference of personalities with the girl. I'm like, the meowing is immature and embarrassing for the department, but I haven't mentioned it to her, and she pretends not to remember how to do the job. It's not fair.
Yeah, no.
And they say they believe me, but I have doubts. Thankfully, I do not have to train her for the time being, but eventually I'm expected to work with her most days during the week as equal partners. I'm at my wit's end. I'm job hunting, and if I don't get something soon, I'm going to have a breakdown. The stress of this drama is taking me out of work for a few days now. I'm at a total loss.
Well, it does suck, but it's also a little funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I keep imagining like I'm gonna call her Cat Girl. It's just like
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know how we do it.
how do we? Like, come on, that's funny.
Like, it's fucking funny, and imagine this being like your friend that has a 9 to 5. You're
Yeah.
like, I just trained this girl, and she's like, I've taught her everything, but she always pretends not to know it.
You told me
And then she
this
just
story was from your
fucking
work, Michael. I'd
meowing.
laugh so hard in your face.
And like, I don't know if it's a cat girl thing or what. I don't know.
What would I do in this situation?
I
I
would
mean,
stare.
You'd be
at
so
her.
close to strangling her.
Oh,
You wouldn't.
100%.
But you'd be so close.
Yeah. No,
I-
that's crazy.
I would like stare her down, dumbfounded, like, what the fuck are you doing? Until she's like, what? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You see, I'd meow back to establish communication,
No.
and then tell her to get the fuck up back to work.
It
Meet on level, and then get them the fuck back to the other level.
No, like what's her fucking deal?
I don't know. Unfortunately, there's no updates and there's no comment responses from the OP. It's only from 12 days ago.
Yeah, that's.
It could be. I keep bringing this up. It could be bullshit story.
Yeah.
Because I always get suspicious of that. If like the OP doesn't respond at all, it's literally just the post and then they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm also a person who likes to dump, leave, see what
Yeah,
happens.
like, it could just
like
be
I
someone
understand
venting.
that happens as well. And
Yeah.
like this sounds like a not as important enough story to like really warrant a full on saga here. So I can imagine it's just a vent and leave thing.
One response said, part of me would bark at her. No, petty me would bark at her every time she meowed.
I mean,
Advocate, actually, I'd think about that, yeah.
yeah, spray her with water.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. That's
We have the option.
Mm-hmm. My goodness. Like, I think we have all dealt with people at some point who pretend to not know how to do something just to get you to do it. I just think it's one of those super immature things. And like, whenever I come into a situation where I'm unsure how to do something, I'm just like, hey, I'm really unsure if I know how to do this. Could you just walk me through it? And then you just pay attention. So next time you can do it. If you want to ask this person, hey, can you just check over it? It's the first time I did it by myself. Can you check over it? Make sure everything's fine. Fine. Every time to go, I won't know how I do it.
Yeah. I'm now wondering even more so than when I read it, but like, what does their degree have to do with any of this?
Yeah, that's a confusing part where I'm like, this might be fake because they're like.
Yeah, before you assume anything, just know that my degree is in social justice.
I get
so
the
she's
feeling,
dealt with strange people.
just because
I guess.
get the idea of like what Reddit is, Reddit might immediately jump to maybe she's autistic or something like that.
Yeah, but meowing.
Yeah,
it's also only.
But that's how Reddit thinks.
Yeah.
What if this poor girl has Tourette's?
But it's only behavior she's showcasing in front of him.
Yeah, that's true.
Or them. Sorry, they don't mention.
The bosses.
Yeah, they're not showing it to the bosses.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
only
exactly.
to this specific
this
person.
Wow, this is fascinating.
Yeah,
Meow.
I start to get angry just thinking about being in this situation. Like, oh,
Yeah, like.
My God, I don't know how to edit.
I will kill you. I will actually delete your existence.
God, no, that's. You know, coworkers are tricky. That's some of the worst I've ever heard.
Yeah. Well, that's
a fun little time.
That was fun. That was funny to end on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's been the episode.
Wow.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.